We often have people call and ask if they can install a reverse osmosis system themselves. It isn't brain surgery, because I really don't recommend do-it-yourself brain surgery. It seems to have a high mortality rate. However, it's a lot easier to install your own RO under a kitchen sink, and now we have living proof. Ben and Michelle are a young couple who have decided to install one as a gift for her mother. They have no training except for our manuals and videos. So watch this video and tell me if you think you can do it.
As a present to my mother-in-law, her mother, we're going to install a reverse osmosis system, which is the little tiny faucet thing that goes off to the side, and it makes water that tastes like bottled water. Most of the bottled water you drink is reverse osmosis water. So we're going to install that for her as a Christmas present and show you how to do it. So first thing we did was we took everything out of the box and laid it all out here on our kitchen table. We have here these 3 filters, which makes sense because here you have 3 tubes, 3 filter housings, I think is what they're called, and they have carbon, and sediment. We have this thing, which looks like the little faucet, which is going to go on the sink. We have a Axion membrane element, which is pretty cool. We have these things, which I found out are called saddles. And then you have this guy, which is a wrench thing that wrenches on the filter housings. It tightens them. Fittings and valves that came with it too. We also have color-coded tubing for the connections. So now we're going to get to doing the stuff with the stuff.
Well, we've cleaned out our sink area, and now we need to make sure that this stuff is gonna fit under there. No. Okay, there we go. We're gonna put our faucet, this little guy right here. We're gonna use a 1-inch drill bit, which we've got right over here on the table. Okay, so we tried to do a pre-hole with this little drill bit and then go in for the big mama, but it just didn't really work very well. So what we did is we put this guy back on the 3/8 inch drill bit, and we kind of just drilled and moved it around a bunch to make the hole bigger, and now it fits. Okay, well, we've got our shiny silver ring, and then we're also gonna use this rubber washer, and we're gonna slide the faucet onto it.
So we're gonna put this through the hole that we just drilled. You're gonna go under the sink, and on the other side of the faucet, you're going to put on a black washer, then a metal nut tightener or nut stopper, and then the nut itself will just screw on just like so, and then your faucet will be fastened. This shot was really hard to get, so you better enjoy it, but there it is. That's what it should look like, right there. You got your black washer, your metal nut stopper, and then the nut itself. This is a quick connect fitting, and this is gonna go on the bottom of the faucet. Screwing on the El Quick Connecto Fittingo. Yeah. All right. So the drain line is going to go on this lateral pipe that goes between the 2 sinks. So I've got a little Sharpie, and I'm just going to mark where I want the hole to go. And we measured with our saddle. It's got a little hole in it, which is where we have to have the drain line. And we have a drill bit that fits right inside that hole, so we know it's the right size drill bit. And I'm not going to be very good at this. Actually, that was shockingly easy. So this is an angle stop valve. It came with our system, and we're just going to screw this onto the cold water line that's underneath our sink. But first, we're going to turn off the cold water line. We weren't sure which one was the hot and which one was the cold until we unscrewed both water lines. Then we saw the red and the blue on the inside to let us know which was which. Where our cold water line was. I am going to turn the angle stop connector to the off position, which is just flipping it up.
All right, now we're taking our Teflon tape and we're gonna wrap it around this little threaded thing on top of our tank. And now we're gonna take this valve thing and we're gonna screw it on clockwise right over that. All right, well, our tank can either be installed sitting upright or it can be on its side. So you can take your little stand and install it on its side like that. And it's gonna make more sense in our situation. Okay, well, it comes with 4 different colors of tubes. So we're gonna start with our orange one. And you take one side and we're gonna put it in to this little valve that's connected to the cold water. And it's the quick connect fitting. So you just shove it in there. Okay, and it kind of like clicks in so you can tell that it's in there. Then the other end, we're gonna put it in this little filtration dealio here, and it goes right here up in this side one. And okay, yeah, you just shove it all the way up there and it fits in. Okay, next we're using the green tube and we're gonna connect the first end, one end to this tank in here, if you can see that. Okay, clicked in there. This other end goes right in here. So we're just gonna, okay, there we go. Well, you gotta make sure this tank valve is on the on position. It's off right now. You gotta make it in line with the tube. Now we're taking our black tube. We're gonna connect it to this saddle quick connect on here on the pipe. Okay. And then we connect the other end to this little guy way in here. Okay, that's in. Well, we're putting the blue tube, into the quick connect up in the drain faucet thing. There we go. All right, and then the other end.
Hang on.
Okay, well, the other end goes right here in the only other quick connect fitting that you find. There, okay. Okay, now I'm gonna put these filters in this filter container thing. So there's 2 carbon ones and then a sediment one. So this is the sediment one. So I'm gonna unscrew this guy. Okay, just an empty little vessel. Okay, it looks like they're same on both sides. So you just do that and then you screw it back on. So now we're putting our carbon filters in. If I can get it lined up there. Nope. Harder than it looks. Okay. Now we'll do our other one. This is like the hardest part of this whole thing. Okay. Next we're putting in this little blue membrane element. Okay, so we're gonna undo this little quick connect fitting. It's this white guy right here. And to do that, you have to push in this and then you pull that out. It's really easy. Okay, and then you gotta unscrew this whole thing. And then we just slide that membrane right on in, like that. See? This little rubber thing. And then, so it gets like hard to get in there, and then you just push it really hard. There we go. Gotta make that sound too. You gotta go, and then you screw this back on. All right, now to turn this system on, you gotta flip this switch down, or whichever way it wasn't. Okay, and then hear the water sounds and stuff's going on here, and I guess that's good. We sprang a little bit of a leak right here with this black one because it's a little bit tricky to get it in all the way. See, because we just held it down really tight and then shoved it in there. I just didn't have it in tight enough. So no more leak, it's fine. It's all good, don't worry. All right, well, we have turned our faucet to the on position and we're waiting for water to dribble out of it. And apparently it can take up to 2 hours depending on what kind of tank you have.
If you're still not sure if you can install a reverse osmosis system yourself, call one of our certified water specialists at 1-800-608-USWA and we'll give you all the help you need. Thanks for watching.